Good afternoon and welcome to Spot the Markets, our weekly commenting on the financial markets by Mercury Partners Academy. I am Marcello Zanardo, CEO and founder of the Academy and adjunct professor at Ca' Foscari University of Venice. We are commenting the week from the 18th to the 22nd of March. It was a very interesting week, as you can see, with all the main equity markets being up in a fairly significant way. There was an historic event. The Bank of Japan abandoned negative interest rates, raising after 70-year rates from 0 to 0.1. As you can see from the chart on the week, the Dow, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq were up between 2 and 2.9%, so in a fairly positive territory for the week. As we will discuss on the stocks later on, Bloomberg reported that Apple was talking to Google to use its Gemini AI for iPhones, but the main event was the lawsuit against the company. And you can see the deals that happened made in the pharmaceutical sector at the bottom of the slide. Looking at the week winners and losers, following also the Bank of Japan decision, Nikkei, the equity market performed really well, being up 5.6% for the week. Then we had the more technology-driven sectors doing very well, so the communication services sectors, the Nasdaq 100 and the information technology. In terms of the worst performer, we have silver, copper, so the commodities family, if you want, and the Swiss franc also was down 1.5% over the week, and so on. You can read the others. In terms of the main markets since the beginning of the year, Bitcoin continues to dominate the performance from the 1st of January, followed by a very buoyant Japanese equity market. Oil is up there, up almost 13%, and then you can see S&P 500, Nasdaq are performing around 9.5%. In terms of the worst performer year to date, we have the fixed income market, so international treasury bond, emerging market bond, and the corporate bonds, all in negative territory since the beginning of the year. Looking at the equity sectors, obviously with the Nasdaq and the technology driving equity performance, we have communication services and global technology being up there year to date. You can see from the chart. It's interesting to see there is a bit of rotation with industrial financials coming up and healthcare actually being still very positive, but going down in the ranking. Real estate, utilities, and materials, although material is in positive territory year to date, continue to be the laggards in terms of equity sector performance. Looking at stocks, as always, we do not recommend any stock. We just comment some stock. We take this from the Wall Street Journal weekend edition. Apple, significant piece of news. The Justice Department, 15 states, and the District of Columbia filed a landmark antitrust suit against the company on Thursday. You can read the motivations in the slide, and the stock was down 4.1%. There was a positive development on Paramount Global since Apollo Global Management made an $11 billion offer to buy the entertainment company's film and TV business. This was above the share price, hence the positive reaction with the stock going up 12%. A very interesting IPO by Reddit, whose shares jumped by 48% on the first trading day to $50.44, reaching a valuation of $9.5 billion. Interesting to see this is the first IPO for a social media company since 2019. So it bodes well for the IPO market. Unilever, the consumer giant, plans to spin off in ice cream division, which makes the well-known Ben & Jerry, Breyers, and Talenti brand, and the stock was up almost 3%. And then FedEx, despite the demand for parcel is lower, posted better than expected results, and the share price was up 7.4%. Looking at the week ahead, as always, on Tuesday, so this week, there is a durable goods report for February, which expect an increase of 1% month over month to 279 billion. On Thursday, there is the Chicago Business Barometer for March. The consensus reading is 45.7, which is still below the 50 reading, but it's 2 points more than in February. And then obviously on Friday it's Good Friday, so markets, equity, fixed income markets will be closed for this. As always, at Mercury Partners, we invite you to visit our website, which is mercurypartners.net. If you go into our press release section, you can find our internship opportunities in one of our 4 teams: financial team, marketing team, social media manager, and HR. Importantly, as an adjunct professor at Ca' Foscari University in Venice within the course of Economics and Technique of Financial Market. This is open just for students. It is in Ca' Foscari, the course. We have some fantastic guests coming from the 11th of April. We had Francesco Sedati, head of equities at Eurizon, and the topic will be ESG. And the following day, the 12th of April, we have Luca Giorgi, Managing Director, Head of Southern Europe for BlackRock. And the topic will be index investing, ETF and ETP. So if you are a student and you're interested to join and attend, write to us at Academy, and we will be happy to welcome you. As always, follow us on our social media. We have lots of events in very different venues, both in London and Italy. And with your help and support, we can continue delivering free practical education and employment opportunities to people and students. I thank you, and I will for next week for the next episode of Spot the Market, which is probably going to be released not on Monday, since it will be soon after Easter, but maybe a couple of days later. All the best. Thank you.